Reba McEntire, the unrivaled queen of country music, has spent decades bringing her fans into her world via the use of her songs that are filled with emotion and her personality that is on a grander scale than life. Off the stage, however, she is as well known for her warm hospitality. She has transformed her houses in Nashville into havens where friends, family, and even strangers can feel as though they belong. McEntire, who divides her time between a sprawling ranch-style estate in Green Hills and a charming condo in the heart of downtown, recently gave an interview in which she revealed the insights that lie behind her ability to make everyone feel as though they are at home. Reba generates warmth and connection in her Nashville havens by merging her Oklahoma roots with the beauty of Music City. She does this by incorporating Southern customs and personal touches, among other things, an essential component of Southern hospitality. She was raised on a cattle ranch in Oklahoma, and as a result, hospitality is more than just a gesture for McEntire. It is a way of life that begins with her childhood. A home is not just a place, it's a feeling, she explains. Mama taught me that a home is like a feeling. You give people the sense that they are seen, heard, and fed. This philosophy is brought to life in her Nashville homes through a combination of thoughtful design, traditions that are deeply held, and a true passion for bringing people together. Whether she is throwing a holiday party for her co-stars on The Voice or a casual BBQ for her neighbors, McEntire makes sure that every guest feels like they are a part of the family from the moment they leave. The perfect example of Southern comfort is her Green Hills mansion, which is a 10-acre refuge with rolling lawns and a porch that wraps around the entire property. The condo, which is located in a sleek high-rise in the heart of the city, has a more contemporary atmosphere, yet it nevertheless maintains the same level of friendliness. McEntire's personality is reflected in each of these locations. They are welcoming, modest, and tinged with a touch of glamour. Through a chuckle, she says, "I want my homes to feel like a big hug. Fancy, but not so fancy that you're unwilling to put your feet up," the speaker said. Building a warm and inviting ambience, creating an atmosphere is the first rule of hospitality that McEntire follows. As a throwback to her upbringing in the countryside, the aroma of vanilla and cedar candles greets guests as they enter her home in the Green Hills. In the living area, which features reclaimed wood beams and luxurious leather sofas, there is a stone fireplace that has a constant cracking sound, especially during the months when the temperature is lower. Everything begins to feel cozier when there is a fire, she explains. It's almost as if the house is urging you to remain for a while. McEntire softens the modern edge of the downtown condo by using textured blankets, big cushions, and fresh flowers from local markets. The condo is sleeker than the one in the suburbs, with floor-to-ceiling windows that showcase Nashville's cityscape. It is essential to have soft lighting in both of her homes. She prefers vintage lamps and chandeliers that can be dimmed over harsh overhead lighting. She makes the observation that lighting can make or break a vibe. You want it to be warm, as if you were sitting in the middle of a sunset. There is no question that music is the main attraction. McEntire has a Bluetooth speaker in each and every room, and depending on the atmosphere, she will frequently play a variety of music, including jazz, old country, and her own hits. The statement that she makes is, "I'll sneak in some Patsy Cline or Ella Fitzgerald." It helps people talk to one another and sing along. It has been known that she will build up a tiny stage in the backyard of the Green Hills home for larger gatherings. On this stage, friends like as Vince Gill or Kelsey Ballerini may perform an impromptu concert. She goes on to say that music melts the ice. It is the language that connects people all over the world. The influence exerted by food and drink. Without food, no party hosted by McEntire can be considered complete, and her kitchens are the beating heart of her residences. The Green Hills mansion features a kitchen designed in the style of a farmhouse, complete with a sizable island that serves as a gathering place for guests. McEntire's preferred cuisine is Southern comfort food with a unique twist. For example, he enjoys fried chicken served with jalapeno cornbread or peach cobbler topped with whipped cream that has been infused with bourbon. It is with a chuckle that she says, "I am not a chef, but I know how to make people happy." In order to turn the process of preparing meals into a group activity, she frequently asks her son Shelby or close friends to assist her in the kitchen. Despite the fact that space is more limited in the condo, McEntire chooses to serve charcuterie boards that are stacked with local cheeses, pecans, and her own homemade pimento cheese, which is a recipe that was handed down to her by her mother. She explains, it's quick, but it feels just like something special. Also, she ensures that each of her residences are filled with a well-curated bar, as well as sweet tea and coffee, a Reba Rita, tequila, lime, and a dash of orange liqueur is her signature cocktail, and it is a drink that is quite popular with the customers. She winks and says, "A good drink is what loosens everybody up. I only ask that you not ask for the recipe because I never measure." What is McEntire's top secret weapon? Establishing a personalized menu. She ensures that everyone feels as though they are being taken into consideration by keeping a notebook of the guest's preferred cuisine and dietary preferences. She assures him, "If I know you love pecan pie, I'm going to make it for you." The little things that say, "I'm glad you're here," are the ones that say it. The houses of Reba McEntire are brimming with the kinds of memorabilia that encourage conversation and connection. In the living room of the Green Hills home, there is a gallery wall that showcases framed photographs of her family, the cast of her comedy Reba, and significant moments such as her admission into the Grand Ole Opry. She explains that people are always curious in the stories that are hidden beneath the photos. It's a great way to break the deadlock. Not only does the apartment have a shelf full of awards, such as Grammys and Country Music Awards, but it also has some unusual items, such as a vintage cowboy hat and a signed Dolly Parton record, which helps to make things accessible. In addition to that, she integrates handmade elements. "Love Lives Here" is written on a hand-painted sign that is displayed in the Green Hills entrance, and quilts that were passed down from her Oklahoma relatives are draped over chairs. She argues that because of those characteristics, the space is grounded. To remind you that it is a house and not a museum, they say. The personalized welcome baskets that McEntire leaves for overnight guests include an assortment of local goodies, comfortable socks, and a note that has been scribbled. The statement that she makes is, "I want them to feel spoiled but not fussed over." It is in the traditions that McEntire creates that her hospitality shows through the brightest. At the porch party that she throws every month in Green Hills, she invites her friends and neighbors to come together for acoustic music, storytelling, and the sharing of potluck meals. In a humorous tone, she says, "It's like church, but with better food." The rooftop deck of the condominium serves as the location for sunset suppers, which are small dinners in which guests exchange updates on their lives while enjoying wine and views of the city. The statement that she makes is, "I ask everyone to tell one thing that they are grateful for." It may sound corny, but it completely transforms the entire evening. She also excels at making newcomers feel like they are a part of the group. "I'll introduce people with something specific, like, 'This is Sarah, she makes the best biscuits,'" McEntire explains. "I'll introduce people with something specific. It provides them with a means by which they can enter the conversation." She encourages people to interact with one another by setting up connection corners during larger gatherings. These are pleasant nooks that contain board games or picture booths. The manner in which McEntire practices hospitality is a manifestation of her core beliefs, which include joy, sincerity, and generosity. Her residences in Nashville are more than simply places. They are extensions of her heart, and everyone, from A-list celebrities to delivery drivers, is accepted and treated as if they were her relatives. She exclaims, "I've been blessed with so much," and she is right. "I feel that sharing it is the least I can do." The anecdotes that she hears about friends who met at her gatherings, musicians who found inspiration in her backyard, and families who felt healed by her warmth are all examples of how her efforts have paid off. Despite the fact that she is getting ready for another season of The Voice and a tour in 2026, Reba McEntire is firm in her determination to keep her residences open. She adds, "Life is too short to close your doors," and she is right. When it is filled with affection, a house can only be considered a home. Reba McEntire guarantees that anybody who enters one of her Nashville homes leaves with the impression that they have discovered a second family through her Southern charm, meticulous details, and unflinching kindness. This is a legacy that will last as long as her music does.